Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are in Sturgis, South Dakota, where there's the annual Sturgis motorcycle rally. And this is just to give you guys a view of the general area where the main event takes place. It's on Main Street and the area is cordoned off. So you have just motorcycles that can access Main Street, which is right here. Main Street is about 3 times the length of Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, California. And for this event, it gets dressed up and you have flags and lots of stuff to make it really pretty. This year, it's my first rally, of course, but a few things I noticed. The streets are very clean. As you can see, they are washed with water at night. You can see some of the residual water here, which will dry up here soon. So they wash the sidewalks, and then they empty the trash, and some of the vendors actually wash and scrub their trailers and the frontage walls of their stands. So there's been a lot of effort that goes in at night to make sure people enjoy their rally the following day. And then a few things to note. You might think that having accommodation here is very hard, but just driving around you see signs advertising for camping sites. Also, if you go on Airbnb, you will see that there are camping sites right here in town advertised for about $40. And that would be for just a small tent, and then you can lay down there and sleep, with parking off-street parking for your motorcycle included. There was one hotel room available last night here in town, and it was about almost $300. So most people will go out west to Spearfish. It's about 18 miles in that direction, I think. It's out west, so many people will go out west to Spearfish, 18 miles out, and then they will get hotel rooms there. Accommodation is more available and also cheaper. And then the next thing I want to talk about is still concerning accommodation. Some people choose to go to Rapid City, which is east of Sturgis on Interstate 90. It's about 32 to 35 miles to the east. So that's a bit of a drive or a ride. So many people prefer to stay as close as they can to here. That way they can all go out in groups to the rallies. There's quite a few beautiful spots out here where people start the day by going out, driving around there before coming back here around noon. If you look over there, just below the smaller Sturgis sign, you will see a campground. So they do have campgrounds around here, and they have shuttles that will take people out there for about $5 to $10, and they run almost all night long. Pretty much about 2 o'clock things shut down, and then you have the tow trucks come out here and pick up any bike that is left on the street. What else is there to say? The weather this year has been very good. I haven't seen any incidents like they might portray on TV. People have been very civil, no fights. A few people got pulled over. One guy, I think he tried to escape, but he quickly came to his senses and he slowed down his bike. He was on a bike and the cop was in a car. And then another one, I think she might have ran a red light. And all of these people, they just simply talked to the cops, and everything went smoothly thereafter. So there's one other thing people talk about Sturgis, that when you stop, you have to put both feet on the ground, otherwise you get ticketed. Well, I haven't seen that happen, but just let me show you guys. You have these barriers here, and you have these like almost every block or half a block, and some, you can see like right here there's a stop sign. You have the barrier. You go down a little further, another stop sign with a barrier. So all of these positions are manned by cops when the bikes start coming out here, and you have quite a few cops just hanging around at each of the stop signs. So when you get there, just make sure you slow down, stop, and then you park your bike. Some people prefer to park their bikes here, but as you can see over there, lots of people just prefer to park elsewhere. That way they don't have to move their bikes. Their bikes stay there all night, or all day long, all night long. And if they have to go somewhere, they don't have to fight, you know, because just leaving this area when all the bikes are out here, it can easily take 30 to 40 minutes. You don't want to bump into some other person's bike, and it's just slow going. So yeah, the bikes are already coming in, as you can see. The food. So the food, you have the food stalls like right there at the very end to the left, and also some of the side streets. Like if you go to the very end, you go to the left, you have the food stands, and you have very good food here. Tasty food, freshly prepared. Two main streets that you need to know. There is morning, sir. There is Lavelle. I think I'm calling it right. I hope I'm calling it right. There is Lavelle, and then there is also Junction Avenue, which runs in that direction. So those are the two main streets that you need to know. And then of course between Junction and Lavelle, you have Main Street, which is right here. So once you know those streets, you have your bearing and you should be good. So we have mounted cops there. Their bikes are very quiet though. Those are Harley Davidsons, but most of the Harleys out here, they are loud. They're quite loud. So these ones are very quiet. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys, and see you guys on the next shot.